But before we get to that, I did want to throw light on something that has troubled me and troubled others, but I want to throw some light on it directly because this is truly alarming. The Wall Street Journal, one of the most respected global publications based in the United States, reported on the 11th of July at 5:05 a.m. Indian Standard Time, 5:05 a.m. on July the 11th, that Air India probe puts early focus on pilots' actions and planes' fuel switches. Now, there's nothing immediately weird about this, except the fact that the AI-171 preliminary report came out almost 44 hours later on July the 12th at 1:13 a.m. 1:13 a.m. the next day, India Standard Time. So 5:05 a.m. on Friday is when the Wall Street Journal reports those details, and 1:30 a.m. on Saturday is when the report actually comes out, which means the time between the Wall Street Journal report and the release of the probe is approximately 20 hours and 8 minutes. Now let's just assume that whoever got this leaked report or the details from that leaked report worked on it for about 24 hours. We're being generous and saying 24 hours to work on the report, put together a story. The Wall Street Journal certainly has its processes. That means the time between the Wall Street Journal report and the probe release was a staggering 44 hours and 8 minutes, which leads to some questions that I want to ask that people are not going to like tonight. Question number one, how did the Wall Street Journal get access to an aviation accident investigation bureau probe detail before the release of the report? 44 hours before the release, how did the Wall Street Journal have those details? Number two, can the AAIB explain how US media reported probe details 44 hours before they were made public? Number three, was the report shared with the Federal Aviation Authority of the US or Boeing before its release in India? This is a question that's going to hurt a lot of people, viewer, but I will ask it tonight because the lives of so many people depend on it. Should the AAIB explain how such leaks were possible if this was an airtight investigation? How is it that the Wall Street Journal has details of a fully secure Indian investigation 44 hours before it is made public here in India? Are US interests influencing India's independent Air India crash probe? Is the most troubling question that we can ask tonight.